Hey, you awesome teen leaders. Thank you so much for signing up to help with Kids Camp. I start every kids teen training with why we serve. And so we talk about Jesus washing the disciples' feet. You know, they were probably kind of stinky and a little bit dirty, but he did that as an example because serving might not always be easy, right? Some of the kids that are coming in might not get a lot of attention at home. They might be starving for attention. They might have some behavioral issues. They might definitely not know Jesus. And so you might be the only love and care that they get for this upcoming week. And so it might be a little bit difficult, and at times you might be a little tired, but I encourage you to keep going, keep pushing, keep serving for these kids, because honestly, it's not because of anything we do at camp. It's because of you guys that make camp so amazing. They look forward to hanging out with you guys. They look forward to seeing you each and every day. And so we encourage you just to have a ton of fun with these kids. Keep them safe is a really big goal. Just have fun with them. Listen to them, talk to them, and get involved and get excited. So here's what you need to know. 8 a.m. you are to arrive at the youth center. We have tons of snacks for you in the youth center. We'll have drinks and breakfasty foods and kind of things like that, grab and go, in case you didn't eat breakfast. So make sure you grab some stuff. And then at 8:15, Pastor Eddie and Mia will be leading a teen devotion for you guys. Kind of prepare your hearts, pray with you before you jump in and serve with our kids. By 8:40, we need you in your classroom. So elementary, if you're serving with your 1st through 5th grade, you're gonna be in the MCS halls, the Meadowbrook halls, which is downstairs. And if you're serving with preschool, we are going to be upstairs in the Kids Way halls this year. So we need you in your classrooms by 8:40. The kids will start coming in by 8:45. And they will be in the classrooms from 8:45 to 9:15. So you have a half an hour with some of the kids. Some of the kids are a little later when they're dropped off. Some are a little earlier. We encourage you during that time to hand out t-shirts, to get to know your kids, get to know their names, play games with them, start going over the verse. We want them to get excited about their team colors. So day 1, you'll know team colors. 1st grade is pink. 2nd grade is electric blue. Everything's neon. 3rd grade is like a neon green. And 4th and 5th during rally time are orange. 4th and 5th will have separate rooms because they're such a big group together. But during the rally times, the water slide times, just for our rotation, 4th and 5th will be together, so they're orange. And so if you at home, because it's all 80s, if you have anything neon, headbands, socks, if you have leg warmers, whatever you have, we encourage you to crimp, tease that hair, and get really involved in camp. They love when you guys are excited. If you're more excited, they will get excited. And so we encourage you to kind of get excited about the 80s theme that we have this year. The verses, there's 4 verses for this camp year, and each day they'll be doing a verse. You have silly bands, they're neon color, and every time they say the verse, you can take one off your arm and you can put it on the kid's arm, you can hand it to them. That's 10 points for every time they do a verse. Now, at rally times, opening and closing rallies, that's worship and game and lesson and things like that, they'll be earning points. So your team leader, you'll have a team leader in each group. We'll be trying to keep track, I know this isn't always easy, track of all the points that you're earning. And by the end of camp, whoever has the most points gets the coolest prize, which is lightsabers. So each team will have a prize that they can get each place, but the coolest obviously is first place. So you'll be helping them earn their points, say their verses. That's something you can do during the opening as well. You'll be going station to station with the kids once opening rally is done, and you'll have a schedule. Your team leader will have a schedule. One is craft, one is inflatables, which is only one day for each group. You'll be out inflatables the whole time. One is Bible story station, and one is games. So we encourage you to get involved in all of those stations as well. They'll play glow-in-the-dark dodgeball, glow-in-the-dark something else, glow-in-the-dark something else. Ryan Torrey has that all planned out. Get involved, play in those games, answer questions in Bible story time. They have stuff to do there. Crafts, help them with their crafts, sit with them. Don't just stand back. Every moment is a chance to build a relationship with a child. So really get involved. Sit by them, be excited to be with them. Never leave a child unattended. Even if you maybe have to go to the bathroom or something, make sure you're going to the bathroom before and after camp, and if you need to in between, let someone in your group know that you're running to the bathroom, but never leave a child themselves unattended. Make sure someone else is watching the group before you would leave. We ask that you don't hang out at the well or the youth center during those times. You can fuel up at the beginning, and free lunch is provided every day after camp. So after your kids are all checked out from their rooms, you can then come down to the youth center for a debriefing where we talk about the good, the bad, how we can help you, how we can pray for you each day for camp. Give us those success stories and those stories that you might be frustrated with that we can help you with. And then we all eat together, talk about it, and then you can scoot out. So if your parents need to know, you need to be there by 8 a.m. and you'll probably be done closer to 1 o'clock each day, each camp day. We do have setup on Monday, so you're invited to come from 9 to 3 to set up. We have decor, balloons, all kinds of stuff to do, tables to move, chairs to move, and stuff like that. So feel free to do that. We'll feed you lunch then too. And then Friday is cleanup. So after camp, plan to stay not only for cleanup, but we leave the water slides open for you as a reward, just to get out there, have some fun just with your teen friends, and use those water slides. If you have any behavioral issues with your kids, so we do a 3-strike system. One is to give them a warning and kind of tell them, hey, we don't hit, hey, we don't do this. Whatever that behavior is, let them know what it is and why it's wrong. And then the second one, if they continue to do it, you'll ask them to sit out from something. So either it's like a timeout from a game. Usually that works, and that's like, if they're missing something, like a game or a craft or things like that, they won't do it again. And the third, if they continue to do that, you can get an adult. And then we will be able to either pull them aside and talk to them, or if need be, we can call their parents. So try those 2 methods first before you would get an adult. Now, if they are aggressive, if they're hurting someone, if they've ran away, get an adult right away. If you feel that the situation is too much for you, there are always adults all around. We all carry our walkie-talkies, and you can kind of page us and let us know. There's also a nurse, and she's in the Connection Center. So bee stings, cuts, ice packs that you might need, things like that. The nurse is where the kids need to go. So always send a child with the nurse, and make sure they're not unattended, and get them into the building. If you think that they're overheating, if their face is really red, or if they look pale, if they complain their mouth is dry, things like that, then make sure they get to the nurse where they can cool down inside. The water slide days, you are welcome to be on the water slides with them, playing with them, and going down the water slides with them. We ask that there's no bikinis, because we're asking the kids not to wear bikinis, so we want to keep things modest. No cutting your camp t-shirt or things like that, or tying it up really tight and showing anything. Keep it modest. We're working with kids, so want to make sure we're staying nice and modest. So I think I have gone over everything. If there are any questions at all, please reach out. We are so excited. You guys really do make camp a success. Like I said earlier in the video, they come to hang out with you. And you might be that first glimpse of Jesus that they've ever had in their lives. You might be the first loving, caring person that sat and listened to them or hung out with them. And kids that we usually don't see all year here at church will return to camp every single year. And it might take a long time till they turn 18 or 20 and they're able, to have a family of their own, maybe 25, and they remember all of the good times they had here at camp, that they would make a decision to come back and make this their home church or to find a church home. So what you guys do is important, and it's so necessary, and we are so grateful that you guys signed up to help this year. Any questions at all, reach out. We love you guys, and we can't wait for Camp 2021.